President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. signs into law the 6.793 trillion peso national budget for 2026, while vetoing 92.5 billion pesos in unprogrammed appropriations. The education sector receives the highest allocation at 1.345 trillion pesos, funding the creation of almost 33,000 teaching and more than 32,000 non-teaching plantilla positions in public schools. The budget will also support the construction of nearly 25,000 classrooms nationwide. The healthcare sector receives its highest budget ever at 448.125 billion pesos to fund the Department of Health's Universal Healthcare Fund for zero balance billing, interventions for communicable and non-communicable diseases, and disease surveillance, among others. A total of 297.102 billion pesos is allocated to the agriculture sector to ensure food security, modernize supply systems, and support farmers and fisherfolk. Marcos says investments will also go toward building farm-to-market roads to lower production costs and empower rural economies. The social services sector receives 270.189 billion pesos to improve the quality of life of Filipinos and advance human capital development. The 2026 budget also supports the Disaster Rehabilitation and Reconstruction Assistance Program under the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund with 15.33 billion pesos. The signing was initially scheduled before the end of 2025 but did not push through due to changes in the legislative calendar and the need for a more extensive assessment.
The year 2025 tested our nation on many fronts. We experienced climate-related disruptions, earthquakes, economic uncertainty, and the exposure of widespread corruption within our system. These challenges are painful, but they also made one thing clear: real change could no longer wait.